Peace and power, y'all. Welcome back. It does say the Danz Show here. That is artwork from when I was doing the Danz Show previously on another platform. I suppose we could call this the Danz Show too. I'm not mad at it. I mean, the poster's already there. The Danz Show like 2.0. I ain't mad at it. I'm here like doing some shadow work for real. You know, shadow work on, and a lot of people gonna kill me for this. Feel me? Like figuratively speaking in GTA, but it's truth to it. Bear with me. Bear with me. Don't like write it off so soon. Okay. All right. We here? Okay. We here. There is a righteous brokenness. There is a being justly broke, and I wanna expand on that because I know I just triggered some people of all genders saying that shit. Here's what I mean by that. The planet is going through an evolution. It's not just individuals, you know. It's not just our families that's going through transitions and evolutions. It's all of these things that's taking place in our individual lives are really reflections of a macro evolution that's happening at the cosmic level, you know? And you know, I can imagine somebody getting a bartending gig at a private island, and then you notice some weird things. You notice, okay, well, I'm a bartender. Why is this party like mostly like a whole bunch of like 18 and under type party, like, and then you start seeing famous politicians, famous celebrities and shit, and you're like, oh shit, I accepted a job at Epstein Island. Like, at that moment, because I assume that person's making a lot of money. You bartending at Epstein Island, I assume you getting tips from all kind of millionaires, billionaires, world leaders and shit. That person, I don't assume to be broke. But I also don't assume that person to be making money in a way that is aligned with the evolution of the world. That person's money. Once you realize that, I mean, I suppose whether you're conscious of it or not, you're still working at Epstein Island. But once you put that two and two together, that you're working at a monstrous place, the only just step forward is to quit. Or even more so, to speak truth to power and get fired. That person at that moment would be considered a broke nigga. Not a hero. I mean, if we're going by the status quo, if we're going by hegemony, a broke nigga is a broke nigga regardless of how he became broke. He could have became broke saving a cat out the tree, and he fell out the tree and he couldn't get no disability. Now he broke. She could be an accountant for a large executive firm, and prior to that had no radicalization or any type of like, you know, education about, you know, anti-capitalist ideology. But as an accountant at a firm, she realizes that, oh shit, the executives of this company are stealing money from everybody at the like lower percentile of the company. And they're also stealing from the clients as well. You know, these people are called whistleblowers in corporate America, and in politics, they're called whistleblowers. And there's entire laws created for whistleblowers in more than one country. Why? Because there is a trend of when you are in a situation where you're getting money in a way that is fraudulent to some capacity, like the way that you're making money is connected to some type of fraud, the money isn't clean. You know, you can make the argument that no money is clean. You know, you can make the argument that it's not just to be broke at any time, because if you're broke, especially as a man, you can't provide, you can't, you know, that's not the right thing either, you know. But this video is for those of y'all who made a stand within the last 5 years, 10 years. You chose to speak truth to power. You chose to stand on business. You chose to stand up for yourself, for your family, for your community, for your people. Stand for the truth, if nothing else, for your children, for the future. And you got the crucifixion that came with speaking that truth. And all I'm not saying that people should be martyrs, or that, you know what I'm saying, as the 5%ers say, that, you know, the only way to be righteous is to be a poor righteous teacher. I don't believe that. I don't believe that the only righteous teachers or are poor righteous teachers, or even that righteousness is the ultimate goal, you know. But I do know that this reality is governed by patterns that are primordial. And even the most, I ain't gonna say all of the evil people know, but very evil people know that. You know, people that the average person would call evil, they know that about reality too. And they spent centuries finding loopholes for those patterns that govern reality. You know? And being somebody who, you know, becomes that glitch in the matrix, becomes Neo consciously, it comes with being attacked by agents. And one of those attacks, shout out to Haiti. Without Haiti, Haiti set the pathway forward. Haiti's one of the brokest countries in the world, and it's because they're hated by the empire so much, and it's because they were the first ones to stand up. They were the first black independent republic, the ones to beat Napoleon's ass. Without them, America wouldn't even be a country. America would still be a fucking colony. And because they were the first ones to stand up, Haiti is still broke to this day. Even after they put the whole bullshit tax on them, niggas was making money off pigs. And they went to Haiti and they killed all the fucking pigs. So niggas couldn't make money off their pigs no more. And then what's worse, they started a fucking pork industry over there. A United States... They killed all the Haitian pigs and brought in the cracker pigs. Peppa Pig is out there. There's a whole bunch of Peppa Pigs out there in Haiti right now. And it's not Haitians making money off of that like they once did. And a similar story happened in America, and that's honestly the kind of background behind the racist trope surrounding black people and pork chops, you know, or black people and watermelons. It's because black people was making so much money sharecropping watermelons that they had to try to make it like a cool thing to like laugh it off, like, oh, y'all like watermelon so much. No, niggas was stacking with those watermelons, creating entire towns off of that money from them watermelons and from them fucking swine. And it's the real leaders who get attacked first. And the person who's broke because they don't have any vision, or because they don't have any drive in life, or they don't have any commitment to hard work and ethic, yeah, a little shame probably would do good for that person. That probably would inspire them to be better. But the person who was financially attacked because they simply spoke truth to power, or they simply existed as an embodiment of truth, I don't shame that person. I try not to shame. You know, shame is not the most powerful weapon anyway, you know. But I don't think that person should be shamed for that position. I think that is an honorable position. especially as a man, when you're willing to, go out to Palestine and feed people directly, knowing that you could lose your life, knowing that you're risking, if you got kids, you as a man, to stand up for something means that you're risking your whole identity, because the whole identity that's created for men is providing for everybody in their life. When you stand up for something in this world, you're risking that. So you're really risking the foundation of your identity that was created for you. And I think that's an honorable thing. So that's what I mean by the people who's justly broke, righteously broke. That's just you in a season of transition, of evolutionary transition. And give thanks that you cut the weeds out your garden so that new things could be grown and new seeds can sprout out of the weeds that got cut. You got a lot of people that's, you know what? I'm going to end it there. Y'all know the vibe. This has been another episode of the Danz Show. Y'all have a good day. And remember, peace, love, and power. You know the vibe.